quick little blurb. I was just going to show you guys what I'm working on today, helping the wife in the cabinet shop, running this router sled. And those of you that are, obviously searching for a video about router sled already know the concept, know the idea. But basically, we have these two great big work pieces. This bench top here is 12 feet long, 26 inches wide. This one over here, and this one's already been further finished. She's already gone through with the wood putty and filled this one, final sanded it, routed the edges, all the good stuff. This one's 8 feet long, and it was also 26 inches wide. It's been ripped down now a little bit, but they're way too big to go through our sander. Obviously, we don't have a planer that big. I don't know if anyone does. So the whole idea of the router sled is just that it slides back and forth on top of your workpiece, and you just make passes just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of like a CNC, or like a 3D printer, just back and forth, taking a little change each time. Everything on here is set, sort of dead leveled, if you will. So we had to build these bases and cut them so they were perfectly square. We set it on the steel portion only of the table saw top, so it's perfectly square. And then of course the sled itself is square, but this was a homemade jig. It was like, built out of scrap plywood, basically. You can buy these things. They're obviously nicer, lighter, fancier, whatever. You could buy them. I think we looked and they were like $700 or $800 to buy one. So the wooden one obviously is not perfect, but it's darn sure getting it done. What I really wanted to show you real quick was what I'm learning. This is only the second day ever that I've used this thing. She built it a long time ago. Yesterday I helped her router down that tabletop. Today I'm doing this one totally on my own. And we're having a problem with these cut lines, okay? It looks real jaggedy here, and that's okay because it's all going to get sanded, but the closer you can get to your finished product in the first pass, the better. What I'm finding is we went through this one because it was pretty badly warped. This is the best that the retail places have to offer on lumber here. These are just stock 2x6s that we've jointed, glued up, joined up, and now we're planing down. Anyway, it's pretty rough, so we've made a first pass to cut some down, went all the way down the length of it, and now I'm making a second pass coming back this way. And I'm seeing on my second pass a lot less of those big cut marks. There's still obviously little nicks here and there, a little chatter. And again, you're gonna have that, but I mean, this thing is like, that's smooth. That's really smooth, and that's really great because that's gonna minimize the amount of time we have sanding. It takes you the same amount of time to router. Whether you do a bad job or a good job, doesn't really matter. But if you can reduce, minimize, and even eliminate these big cut marks, that takes a lot of time out on sanding. Is going to give you an overall better product. So again, I'm no expert on the router sled, but I was just going to show you what I've learned. I think we were taking too much off on the first pass, but that's okay. When we set up on it, I said, look, we have to make 2 passes regardless. So took a big bite on the first pass, taking a little bit smaller bite on the second pass, getting that better finished edge. I've only been working on this thing for maybe 30 minutes, maybe. And that includes, I'm having to work on it because our rails here are only 4 feet long. So I have to work on a section, then I have to move the whole tabletop over to be, so your work piece has to maintain inside of these. I can't just go slide all the way down in one pass. So anyway, just want to show it off, share a little lesson learned. Hope you guys get something from it.